Hello and welcome to Thought-Provoking Tech. In this episode of Tech Tips, I'm going to be continuing the OneNote Snippet series, and in today's episode, I'm going to be going over embedding in OneNote. I've kind of touched upon parts of embedding, such as the video and audio recordings that you can do in OneNote, but I'm going to be diving deeper and kind of going over the full spectrum of that today. So without further ado, let's get started. So by clicking on the Insert tab, you'll display the full insert ribbon here. And there's a lot of tools in here for embedding materials. All the way from the file printouts all the way to the record video. Those are a lot of embedding tools here. We've kind of already gone over the audio and video recording, so I'm just going to go over this area right here and just kind of go over how useful these embedding tools are going to be to your daily use of OneNote. So I'm just going to add a page, and I'm just going to call it Lord of the Rings Risk, because I have a little scan here of the Lord of the Rings version of Risk that I want to attach here just to keep it in case the original gets messed up. So just by dragging and dropping it, I get the same options that I get up here for the most part. In addition, I get to copy to SharePoint. This notebook is stored on a OneDrive or a Office 365 account for businesses. So the way that OneDrive works for businesses, it is actually technically a SharePoint drive for each user, as opposed to just having a OneDrive account. I assume in the standard OneDrive, if you have a larger file, for instance, this one is 15 megabyte, it might give you the option to upload to OneDrive, but I can't actually say for sure. For the most part, unless the file is actually really large, outside of the normals of something that you can email, which is kind of like 25 megabyte to 50 megabyte. If it's beyond that, I would definitely upload it and then insert that and link through this method. But if you want to have it easily accessible on multiple devices, the attached file works very good for that. So I'm just going to go ahead and attach the file, and you can see that I have it right here. And I can double click on it. It's going to warn me saying it could have, bad stuff. But you can see that it's just a normal PDF, and it opens straight from there. So that makes it very easy to access on multiple devices. Now, I could also insert it through here and just go through the normal file architecture. You have to go through, my documents and so on and so forth. But I can also just drag it over here and insert a printout. Now, on large files, when you insert a printout, it'll put it in it'll make subpages and then have a primary page. So you can see the primary page is here, and then the subpages are here. I'm not really a huge fan of the way that it does large ones. But I do understand kind of where they're getting from, because if they insert it just in a big row, it'd be a lot of scrolling. But I do prefer the way that it does smaller ones. So, for instance, I have a thing from work that a contractor sent, and I did not mean to attach that. I meant to insert it. It's just a thing for a door controller that they sent us, and you can see that it actually embeds, it's only a 4-page one, it actually embeds it all in order. And I kind of like the way that it does that a little better, just a little bit cleaner in your overall sidebar on your pages. So that's kind of the file printout and file attachment and how that kind of works, and kind of personally what I see as a pitfall with larger ones. So I'm just going to go ahead and I didn't have shift. Delete this printout of that because I already have the embedded one, and that's plenty fine for me. And then I will go on to the next ones. So I'm just going to go insert a spreadsheet. So I can make a new Excel spreadsheet here, and it'll just automatically name itself spreadsheet for now. But as you can see, it actually does a preview of the spreadsheet. So if there's something you're keeping track of, like your bills and expenses or something, if you paid the monthly bills and stuff, you can keep track of it and have your primary page on your spreadsheet be kind of like this primary month, and then archive the months behind, or lots of different uses with this preview tool. So it'll actually kind of let you see the important data right up front, and you can actually specify what is kind of visible in Excel if you really want to go into that kind of details, if you just want to show the first 3 columns or something like that. So it lets you get a quick glance at your data, and then you have the full normal Excel rather than just like a simple table that you can do with OneNote. So I'm not really going to go too in depth in there because Excel is a whole other beast. So I'm just going to kind of stop there for that. In addition, you can do a screen clipping. So you can see that it'll turn your screen white, and then you can just highlight a portion of the screen, and it'll just whatever you've selected in there, it'll actually add a clipping of it. So it's kind of like a print screen or the sniping tool that has been in Windows for a while, but it just inserts it directly into OneNote. Kind of saves you a step, and you can kind of rather than the print screen does the whole screen, you can get just the area that you're actually wanting. So just another way that the embedding tools in OneNote are very useful. In addition, there's pictures. You can insert pictures and they'll just be inserted as a normal picture. A lot of times I just attach those files so that they're at the full resolution and I can easily right click on them and download them and edit them if I wanted to or something along those lines. I don't do a lot of picture archiving in OneNote yet, like family pictures and stuff. I just have a couple of different pictures, like something I find funny or something I might throw on OneNote or something in like my entertainment notebook. So I don't do a lot of picture things, but something I do is online video. And with that, you can actually embed video from several different sources. Here's the complete guide to all the different things that it actually embeds straight from. And you kind of saw the YouTube working in a previous video right up here with the article. When it automatically clipped that article, this YouTube video is playable. So you can see that it can kind of embed the content directly in here. So if you want to make kind of a watch later list, that different playlist or something like that, if you for some reason don't want to use YouTube's, or maybe you're aggregating videos from different sources such as like the Daily Motion that was listed as well as YouTube, and want to kind of make your own playlist from that spans multiple different websites, you can do that through this tool and have this embedded and play it directly from OneNote. So it's just a cool little tool that is there. So that kind of goes over all the different actually embedding tools that are inside of OneNote outside of this audio and video recording that I went through already in a previous video. Thanks for watching this episode of OneNote Snippets. I hope that you found it helpful as well as interesting, and that it might help your daily use of OneNote. If you did find it useful, make sure you give it a big like, as that helps the video in general as well as the channel as a whole, and I greatly appreciate that feedback. In addition, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more great videos, as well as checking all the links out in the description below for more information on the music in this video, as well as links to all the different social media platforms if you want to leave comments either in the YouTube section. Also, in addition, the links to my Twitter account, MZ account, and our Discord server are all in that section. Thank you.